Hello guys, YBJ1 here, and today we're gonna go for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Now, I've got to make a video a long time, but not really that long ago, compared to my other kind of vacation, kind of, a break, or a break, if you like to call it. But today we are continuing this series of my team in F1 22, and we're going to the R&D. We have a regulation change, but I think that it is on the it's not that I don't think I know that it is on the powertrain, so we aren't upgrading anything there, but we can upgrade something in the durability side of things, because in the durability we're really bad. So we're continuing on the timeline, and now it is time for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. But first, we're going to choose to drift, because why not? It's a game, I want to have some fun. And I don't take the game that seriously just career mode. It's against AI, I play for fun, that's it. I'm not in a league where money's in or something like that, but I'm in for fun, and that's why I play the game. So I chose drift because it is easy as well, and I like drifting in this game. I don't know, it kind of feels smooth, I don't know why, but when you hit a good drift, it's really satisfying. But in the first couple of seconds, maybe a minute, I'm going to try her like that, left, right, and now see, I'm kind of more chill about it, but still kind of the same thing, because I want to keep the drift, and yeah, that wasn't really satisfying, to be honest. I remember it a bit better, but we move on. There's a race ahead of us, and we get the goal time, so we get what was it, 100,000 money, I don't remember, and 1,000 acclaim. So we're all good, we move on, we go to the qualifying. Yes, there's 100,000 cash. I like that the game has cash and not dollars, pounds or something like that. But another weird thing about qualifying is that it is at midnight, because the qualifying is at midnight and the race is at around 5, 8, 5, 6, no, 8 to 9 or 7 to 8 p.m. Something like that. It's not as dark in the race, that's what I'm trying to say, that's so to say, but we move on. We do our first lap and our second lap time, and we are 21st. A great start to my comeback, let's say. I don't think I'm going to do any videos again in a long time, but we're going to see about that. Guan Yu Zhou is 13th. Oh my. I guess he really did take everything out of the car today, or I didn't do anything. But this my qualifying was bad, so let's go to the race and hopefully we can make those positions up.
It's the final chapter of the season then here at the spectacular Yas Marina circuit. It's a race where the pole sitter failed to finish in 3 of the first 4 events. A front row start here is by no means a guarantee of victory. So we go into battle once more then, as we get underway at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. We have 16 corners here at Yas Marina circuit, 7 to the right and 9 to the left. It's a total lap distance of 3.28 miles, 2 long straights and overtaking opportunities throughout the lap. We expect average speeds of around 123 miles per hour. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Russell, Verstappen, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Perez, Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Ricciardo. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty, and Guan Yu Zhou. Magnussen, they've taken a grid penalty. Mick Schumacher, Lance Stroll, and Vettel. Tsunoda, the owner driver. Valtteri Bottas and Pierre Gasly. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Albon, Ocon, Oscar Piastri and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box. Ant, it's fantastic to have you with us here, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the rundown into turn 1, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It will keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
Let's aim for a strong finish to the season.
Okay, so I think we're quite lucky because many people have grid penalties as it is in the F1 game. If you choose a full length calendar, the AI towards the 18th race of the season, I think it is, or somewhere about then, the earliest has got to be 14th, the earliest, and the latest 18th. That it starts to be like that. But we're lucky because many people have grid penalties and that promotes us up to P16, so I think we're quite good for the race, already really close to the points. If you hear beeping sounds, that's my house alarm. Let's say if it detects movement, it kind of, well, if it detects movement, it beeps. And when I'm talking, I'm kind of moving. I am sort of that person, because if I'm all time stationary, I just can't talk normally, and I move sometimes. Well, I don't walk around the room. I sit and move a bit. But 5 lights are out, and we are underway, and we get a bad reaction, and that leads to Bottas overtaking us. Ocon is right behind. He's on our inside, Bottas is on our outside, and we just move on. We overtake Bottas. And that's from what's up to where we started. He goes to overtake us again. We have some floor damage. And Jeff still can't remember the name. Mark, I think he was. Jeff, I want him back. But we move on in the race. We are now 15. Stroll is right here ahead of us. And we're going to fake. Well, no, we're not going to fake. We're going to dive down the inside. Schumacher really squeezed us on the inside, and we had to overtake him from outside of the truck. But we conceded the position, kinda. We're going to try and overtake him here, but we're not going to be able. This is not a good overtaking spot, as it is a fast corner. The best overtaking spot is where Max overtook Hamilton, or over the chicane. Those are the best, but we were not there, so we won't overtake there. Simple. Schumacher has gone up, and he's already forgotten about us. Oh, Stroll, he's behind us, he's pushing us. This is where I'm trying hard to be fast, and we are taking it a bit seriously, but mostly having fun. Zhou was ahead of us. Schumacher overtook us, and this was going to be our fate until lap 6, where we overtake him. We fake somehow to the inside, and he goes to the inside to prevent us from overtaking. But now we have DRS, and hopefully we'll overtake him quite easily, as we are going to try and do. And we do it. He's on the softs. I don't know why he's on softs on Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Abu Dhabi, mostly Arab states, Arab countries. It's bad to be on softs. Softs are just bad. They wear too quickly. Hards, they don't have grip, and mediums, they don't have grip as well, but at least they have some life. Tsunoda is behind us. We go to the inside to defend, but this leads us to us having a really bad accident. Tsunoda just flies past us with DRS. This is like a walk in the morning for him. Really easy for him, bad for us and good for him. We're going to try and overtake him later in the race, but not now, because as I said, the mediums don't have any grip. They're a bit worn, but they're still okay. Well, all of the mediums, so what am I talking about? We clipped the wall there. I hope there is no damage. But we move on. No one at the end didn't show up, so I don't think we'll have. Ocon does the same thing to us. We're gonna go to the inside to try and go, but we can't. We just fake it. Ocon goes to the inside to prevent from overtaking. Hopefully he has better exits like we did, but he doesn't. He had a good exit, but we move on. It is what it is. I've said we move on too many times this episode, but it is what it is. That's what I'm going to say many times now. It is what it is, but we go on further to the race. Lap number 9. We're going now to lap number 12. Sainz is behind us. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he was on the softs. I don't know. But he's now behind us, and he'll have DRS. I won't even try to put to enable ERS, because he's in a Ferrari, mate. We can't do anything. He'll overtake us in the corners, in the straights. He's in a Ferrari. He's much quicker than us. He has more experience. He's faster. His car is faster. But Bottas will now overtake us. We're going to try and stay with him to hopefully we don't go further down, because it's been a bad race for us till now. Yes, we've moved up, but last few laps are not that good. He tried to switch back us, but he couldn't quite do it. Now he's fighting with Perez. I heard a bang, and it was Bottas who crashed in our back end, and this leads to him having a DNF. So the fight with him and Perez led him to having a DNF, because I don't know what it is. I think that what happened, this is the Zhou, no, it's Piastri, not Zhou, it's Piastri, now this Bottas. What I think happened is that he tried to brake later, but he couldn't quite. But why did he got out? I know this is simulation damage, but I've done a lot of online races, and I've done the same thing. And normally, if this happens, is you crash out and you go so much further out. He got just barely out of the track. I would have gone to the barrier. And B, you don't go out. It's just your front wing. So I think that it is kind of random. But we go to the pits as we'll need to change our tires anyway, and safety car does good to us, because well, it's a free pit stop, and we're going to make it as we had pit on the lap that we needed. I pitted up earlier, but it's not a big deal. It's what I'm trying to say, but here that we are now on the safety car. And notice that it is brighter than the qualifying. The race earlier than the qualifying. I don't know why it is like that. I remember on all the F1 games it wasn't like it, but we overtake Ocon and there is no penalty. We haven't even crossed the line, and we overtake. I didn't want to overtake him, but it is what it is. We move on. We move further on to the race, lap 16. Hopefully he won't overtake us again. As I speak, as I say it, he does it. Commentator's curse, is it? But at least he's with us. He's on the hard as well, so we're gonna go onto the inside and hopefully make a move. We go really, really wide. We're really lucky that he left a space. If this was an online, I don't think we would have been in the race. I think he would have turn into us and maybe got a tire out. I know it would have been a bit random in such a slow input, but it is this. Well, we go now on to lap number 26. It is a bit darker, but still not as the qualifying. The way I came here is this. We banged the wall and we now have front wing damage. I think in real life this would have been suspension damage. And I know that in F1 if you get suspension damage you're out. You can't fix it. But even the slightest amount of suspension damage you're out. That's what I think. You can't get it fixed with a T. I don't know if you heard it. I even put a tone in it. But lap number 29 out of 20 now, Charles Leclerc won the race, and we are one position away from singular point, but 11th. Still a good job. We qualified 21st. We started P16 because of penalties, and now we are 11th. It was one spot ahead. It was nothing good.
Victory here today. What do you think it was today, Ants, that gave them the edge over the competition?
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
Looking at the podium, you can see that red suit familiar to fans across the globe. A world-class win for a world-class team. Ferrari, do it again.
Okay, so don't ask me questions why the cinematic, let's say it, started in such a random point. Don't ask me. I said don't ask me. I don't know, it was a recording issue. That was it. So we are 11th on the grid. Not a point. Everyone made a stop. Some made 2, some made 3, as Carlos Sainz did. Carlos Sainz and Sergio Perez. I now saw them. Well, we finished 12th. We finished 12th in the driver's end, 8th in the constructors. Some people, I think it is after I didn't see. No, it's Haas that overtook us. Good job from them. Congratulations to them for overtaking us. And bad for that we didn't take a single point. Even if we did though, it wouldn't have made a difference. We are level 14 in the acclaim and 11 on the driver's side. Quite good for now. We get 100k, but this is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe to see more videos like this. Hopefully, and soon I'll make a video about the new season, and when I do, I'll see you there. Bye bye.